What up, dude bros? I'm Frank. This is a video review of the Nerf Doomlands Holdout. The Holdout is a spring-powered single-shot pistol with a pretty snazzy-looking scope in the Doomlands series. So let's get into it. Included is the blaster itself, scope, and 2 darts. External overview on the Holdout pistol. I'll separate the scope so you can kind of tell them apart. And let's get real, the scope is probably going to be the main reason people actually purchase this product. So let's just get the blaster overview out of the way to get to the scope. The Holdout's a single shot pistol. The barrel's right here, so to front load, you just push in a dart. Up top, we have an in-strike tactical rail so you can attach a scope. Conveniently, one comes with the blaster. But of course, you can attach whatever else you want up there, even a vertical grip, if you want to. The trigger release is pretty standard. It's a single shot pistol, so of course it doesn't have slam fire. To prime the blaster, you pull back on the T priming handle like that. That enables you to fire once. The prime action is very smooth, what you should expect from most Nerf brand blasters on the market right now. And bonus feature with the clear plastic here, Doomlands has allowed you to see into the blasters before, but this is the first one, to my knowledge, that allows you to see the plunger head advance. So you're not just looking at the trigger pull or something, you get to see the plunger head move back, the spring, and then also snap forward when you press the trigger, which is pretty cool. I dig it when Nerf paints things clear. They just painted a little piece instead of the whole thing, in line with the Doomlands series, but just a little bit is better than nothing painted clear, right? Enough with that nonsense. Moving on to the grip. This is in line with other Doomlands grips on the market. So if you pick up Doomlands blasters and you're like, wow, this is the best thing ever. Nope, nobody in the world has ever said that. Doomlands blasters suck. They are the most uncomfortable blasters on the market right now. Okay, objective, not just for giants. The grip is a grip. Okay, without being too negative. The grip itself is actually fairly comfortable. The trigger is what's my issue. It's in line with the expectations of the Doomlands series, because every Doomlands pistol is super cramped and the trigger is just, it feels disgusting. But I know some people have commented saying, Coop, you're wrong. I love my Doomlands, you know, this blaster, that blaster. So I'll just leave it at that. If you like other Doomlands blasters, you're gonna like this one. If you hate the other Doomlands blasters because you think they're cramped and just uncomfortable to use, this is the same. So that concludes the exterior overview of the Holdout. Now to the scope, the reason most people are gonna buy this blaster, because this is garbage, or not appealing to somebody of my size. So to the scope does slide onto this rail or any other tactical rail you want, because of course it uses the in-strike attachment point at the bottom here. The scope does not magnify or aid in accuracy in any way, but it looks cool and different. This one actually has 2 little dart holders built into the top, right here and here. The view through the scope isn't terribly obstructed, like it's not tiny and kind of uncomfortable. You can look through this fairly easily. Of course, it's not going to help you shoot more accurately, but it's nice that it's not like a giant wall. Because of that, in the price, I think a lot of people are gonna buy the Holdout combo just for the scope, because again, this pistol is just weird. But it's not like a functional component that I can test on video, so hopefully the tactical B-roll overlay shows off the scope to let you know if you want to buy it or not. So that is the overview. Let's see the Holdout pistol fire out on the range. Starting with elite darts. That just happened. Build this whole net and I can't even shoot into it. Stupid elite darts. Now a few waffle head darts. Operating the Doomlands Holdout is pretty much like any other Jolt reskin out there. Single shot front load pistol, pretty difficult to mess up. Of course, there are no jams or malfunctions. It's pretty difficult to mess up. I put the Holdout up on my chronograph and I achieved an average velocity of 71 feet per second, which is about par for primaries, but actually above par for these like kind of Jolt reskin secondaries, which very often shoot under 60 FPS. So shooting at 71 FPS is above average, which is nice. And to restate, no jams or malfunctions with the Holdout. So that is all of the objective information. Now to my personal opinion on the Doomlands Holdout. So the scope, I think, is super cool. I like that you have 2 ammo slots up here because no other scope to my knowledge has that. And because why not? With the Modulus series, series, they have every scope you could imagine plus more. Now they're banging out more in the Doomlands series, just in case the white modulus attachments weren't your style. Now this one's this really goofy orange. However, the goofy brown-orange shade that they put into the Doomlands series doesn't really match any other blasters out there other than Doomlands blasters. So it might look kind of goofy on any other blaster, but it's another option out there. And if for some reason you're not interested in the scope and you just want this thing that is attached to your $10 scope, it's really not my preference at all. If you're interested in a single shot backup pistol, a Jolt is easier to conceal and to put into a pocket or a cargo pocket, same capacity and rate of fire, but this is just a bigger platform compared to a Jolt. The trigger area is super cramping, as I mentioned. I have long adult fingers. If you're a child, probably under the age of 7, it might work, but for a near fully grown human like a teen, this is probably going to be extremely uncomfortable for you. But I have to give Nerf bonus points for painting the side clear, and I like being able to see the plunger tube and plunger head action instead of just a trigger. Now that's cool, but this is even cooler. It's even cooler when they paint the whole thing clear so you can see everything. But that's just me, because I like it when they paint stuff clear. But with no jams or malfunctions and an above average firing velocity, there's no objective reason not to purchase the Holdout. If you see this and you're like, wow, I really want that. I can't imagine anybody doing that, but just in case, this blaster might work if you want it. And my opinion on the scope is more or less irrelevant, like I showed you it from all the different angles on video. Hopefully you can make that purchase decision for yourself from just seeing it. But it's lightweight, so it's unlikely to snap off, and it looks pretty cool. And it has, you know, dart storage, which is new, I think. So that is my personal opinion on the Doomlands Holdout, albeit a little scatterbrained. Hopefully I've provided all the information you need to make the purchase decision for yourself. If you're interested in purchasing a Holdout, I'll put a buy link in the description box below. That concludes this video review. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, bros, stay tactical.